Good. Hello there. Thank you for joining us for Shawn 1113 here. Thank you for joining me once again for my college football and Shawn Seals NFL picks, week 3, and college football week 4. First of all, the good news about my college picks, I was 4-2 this week. I'm actually, well, I'll put it down for you. So, well, first of all, let's get the college football picks real quick. Here's my 5 intriguing games of the week that I'm picking for week 4. Mississippi State and Auburn, I'm going to pick Mississippi State. Missouri versus Kentucky, I'm going to pick Kentucky in an upset. Utah and Oregon, probably the game of the week to me. And I'm going to pick Oregon in that one. BYU and Michigan, I'm going to pick BYU. And in UCLA and Arizona, I'm going to pick Arizona. Excuse me. For that. Now as for the Shawn Steele picks. Last week was one of those weeks I'd rather forget. To be perfectly honest, I was 5-11 that week, and it was like ugly. It was pretty ugly. If you were betting on these games, I apologize. My total record after 2 weeks is 14-18, and there are some 50-50 games here. Starting with Thursday night, Washington and the New York Giants. If you're a Giants fan, better not blow this one. I'm going to pick the Giants, but I'm going to tell you something. They better not blow it. If you're a Giants fan, they better not. They better have time management than the bull crap they've done the last 2 weeks to lose. They've done everything to lose. It's time for the Giants to finally win a game. Atlanta and Dallas is a 50-50 game. But I think Atlanta will win that game. No Romo, no Dez Bryant. Right, and no matter how much. And do you really trust, if you're a Dallas fan, do you really trust Brandon Weeden? If you're a Dallas fan, I wouldn't. I'm going to pick Atlanta over Dallas. Oakland and Cleveland, I'm going to actually pick Oakland in that one. That's another 50-50 game. Cincinnati and Baltimore. Baltimore is due for a victory, and they're going to get it at home. So I'm going to pick Baltimore. Jacksonville and New England, I'm going to pick New England. New Orleans without Drew Brees with a rotator cuff injury against Carolina, and quite frankly, Carolina will win that game. Philadelphia and the New York Jets. First and foremost, there's an Eagles fan named Wade Wilson. I want to make a shout out to him. You got to play a hell of a lot better. If you're an Eagles fan, for that matter, you can't play no worse than you did this past Sunday, week 2. Against the New York Jets team, who's found a defense, who may have found a quarterback that doesn't lose games for them. As much as it pains me to say it, I'm going to pick the Jets in that one, in this one, against Philadelphia. And, let's be honest here. The Eagles-Cowboys game was one of the ugliest football games I've ever seen. Let's be honest about that. Tampa Bay and Houston, that's kind of a 50-50 game too. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay in a little bit of surprise. If they can pull it off. That's if Jameis Winston is not scared running for his life with J.J. Watt on him. Okay? And I don't trust the running game. And I do not trust Houston's running game. I trust DeAndre Hopkins, but that's just about it. Tampa Bay over Houston. San Diego and Minnesota, that's a 50-50 game as well. But I'm going to pick Minnesota in that one. Pittsburgh and St. Louis, I'm going to pick Pittsburgh in that one. San Francisco and Arizona. I'm going to pick Arizona. Indianapolis and Tennessee. Indianapolis is due to win a game, and they're going to win in Tennessee. I'm going to pick Indianapolis. Chicago and Seattle. Seattle. Next game. Buffalo and Miami. As a Dolphin fan, I don't know where the hell to go in this one. That's a 50-50 game by itself. Even if I did, I gotta tell you, that's a tough pick. I'm gonna pick Miami one more time, but if they can't get the job done, well, then Panic City's about to explode. Panic City, and when I'm talking about Panic City, I'm talking about Miami being the Panic City at 1-2. But I'm picking Miami. They're home, and they're due to a much needed win. Wouldn't shock me if Buffalo won? No. Would not shock me. Denver, Detroit on Sunday night. I'm gonna actually pick Denver. I think which defense is gonna outlast who? I'm gonna pick Denver in a slight edge. And finally, Kansas City and Green Bay on Monday night. As much as I love Kansas City, Green Bay, as long as Aaron Rodgers is standing upright, I'm picking Green Bay. If he picked apart Seattle the way he did, he's going to pick apart Kansas City too. At home, I'm picking Green Bay. And hopefully my record will be a hell of a lot better than that shitty 5-11 I did. So with that, the back to college football picks and my Shawn since 1113 picks week 3 is now in session. Please comment, like, dislike, subscribe, and thank you for watching.